England has seen many monarchs, but only one shaped the identity of a nation so deeply that her era is still called a Golden Age. This is the story of Queen Elizabeth I, the daughter, unwanted at birth, imprisoned as a young woman, and crowned as one of the greatest rulers in history. Her life is a journey of danger, intelligence, power, and legacy. Elizabeth Tudor was born on September 7, 1533, to King Henry VIII and Anne Boleyn. Her birth was supposed to secure the Tudor dynasty with a male heir. Instead, she was a girl. Disappointment filled the court. And worse, when Elizabeth was just 2, her mother, Anne Boleyn, was executed by her own father. Elizabeth was declared illegitimate, stripped of her title, and pushed aside. But Elizabeth possessed something far more powerful than a title: her mind. She studied languages, philosophy, theology, mathematics, and literature. By her teens, she spoke 6 languages, including Latin and Greek. Her tutors described her as diligent, sharp, and extraordinary. She grew up observing the treacherous politics of her father's court, learning early the value of silence, caution, and survival. After Henry VIII died, Elizabeth's siblings ruled in turn. When her Catholic sister, Mary I, became queen, suspicion fell on Elizabeth. Rumors claimed Elizabeth supported Protestant rebels. Without proof, Mary imprisoned her in the Tower of London, the same place where her own mother had been executed. For months, Elizabeth faced the possibility of death, but she stayed calm, denied all charges, and survived once again. On November 17, 1558, Mary I died. At just 25 years old, Elizabeth became Queen of England. But her kingdom was in chaos: religious wars, economic struggles, threats from powerful nations. Elizabeth understood that to rule, she had to unite, not divide. Elizabeth created a religious compromise known as the Elizabethan settlement. It established the Church of England, but allowed certain Catholic traditions to remain. This balance ended decades of violent conflict and gave England something priceless: stability. Elizabeth surrounded herself with talented advisors: William Cecil, Francis Walsingham, master of spies, Robert Dudley, her closest companion. Elizabeth refused to marry, using her single status as a political strategy. European powers tried to pressure her into alliances through marriage, but she declared, "I am married to England." Her independence earned her the legendary title, the Virgin Queen. While Elizabeth secured peace at home, culture flourished. Theaters expanded. Poets and playwrights wrote masterpieces. This era produced icons like William Shakespeare, Christopher Marlowe, and Ben Jonson. England was transforming into a center of creativity, exploration, and national pride. But the greatest challenge came in 1588. Spain, Europe's most powerful empire, launched the Spanish Armada, a massive fleet sent to invade England and overthrow Elizabeth. As her troops prepared for battle, Elizabeth delivered her famous Tilbury speech. "I know I have the body of a weak and feeble woman, but I have the heart and stomach of a king." Against the odds, the English Navy defeated the Armada. Smaller, faster ships, clever tactics, and fierce storms destroyed Spain's fleet. This victory marked the rise of England as a major world power and elevated Elizabeth from queen to legend. After the triumph over Spain, The last decade of Elizabeth's life grew harder. The country struggled with economic problems and rebellions. Many of her closest advisors, her support system, died. Elizabeth, once vibrant and playful, became quieter and more reflective. She knew the Tudor dynasty depended on her, yet she hesitated to name an heir. On March 24, 1603, Elizabeth I died at Richmond Palace. She was 69 years old, having ruled for 45 years. Her chosen successor was James VI of Scotland, uniting England and Scotland under one crown for the first time. Queen Elizabeth I left behind a nation transformed. She established a stable Protestant England. She oversaw the English Renaissance. She encouraged exploration that expanded England's reach. She strengthened national identity and pride. And she guided her nation into an era still remembered as the Golden Age. Her intelligence, resilience, and political mastery shaped the future of the British Empire. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and explore more historical stories on this channel.